Hi, welcome yogis. My name is Leslie Garrett, and we are here this morning or afternoon to do a little power yoga. So you need something comfortable to wear. Feel free to grab a block or two and unroll your mat, and I will see you there. We are going to start in standing. So if you're coming in cold, meaning you have not moved at all for hours, or maybe you just woke up, maybe you've been sitting at your desk, your computer, do a few 2 to 4 sun salutation rounds, and then you should be warm enough to jump right in. So, top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. We are going to connect to our breath, but in a very dynamic way. So for the next 4 breaths, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through an open mouth. And we're going to add some arms to that. So inhale, arms up, inhaling through the nose. Exhale with an open mouth and shake the hands and the arms out as you come down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, shake. 2 more. Get rid of all that stuff, all that stress. And let's bring the palms to touch, interlace all 10 fingers. And however this works for you, you can just rotate one direction and then switch, or you can create some figure eights here with the hands. Just get the wrists a little warm. Good, open and close the hands. And we are going to jump right in. So feet hip width apart, top of the mat. Our first round in this sequence, first round, meaning one on the right, one on the left, is going to be an easier variation of our main sequence. So always know if we jump into our second round and it's not working for you, come back to this round and what we did here. Tall mountain, arms up. You can look up or you can look forward. Turn the palms in to face one another and drawing the thumbs back, lift your heart, lift your chin, back bend. So this gentler version here in the first run, we're going to hold these poses longer than we will in the main sequence. Good. Rise up, neutral spine as you sit in Utkatasana. Good. Check in with your low back. I don't want this. This is not a cow. Utkatasana is not cow pose. So tuck the tailbone under. Let the weight come into your heels and your arches. Let's slowly stand tall. Bring the right knee towards the chest. Wobbly. Standing staff. Extend the right leg forward. Point the toes. Squeeze that right thigh and then squeeze the left thigh. Standing staff. Bend the right knee. Step it back to a high lunge. Good. Settle in. Find steady if you're unbalanced, like I am this morning. Feel free. You can take the arms in a different position to help you balance a little better. Holding these poses to get some heat in the muscles, some lubrication in the joints. And let's open to the right for warrior 2. Virabhadrasana, reposition if you need to. Good, we're going to be here for a handful of breaths. So feel the grounding in your feet. You're pushing down through all 4 corners of those feet. Toes gently resting on the mat. Your head centered between your shoulders, shoulders over hips. Gazing gently out over that left middle finger. You can lower down some more into that left thigh if it feels good, if it feels appropriate for this early in your practice. We're taking it into reverse warrior. Drop the right hand back to the thigh, left arm up. You can look up. You can look down at the back foot. Just don't let that right hand create any weight on the right knee. Reverse warrior. Push into both feet. Again, you can lower into the thigh if it works. Back through warrior two, coming into side angle. You can drop elbow to thigh. You can drop hand to block. I know I have one over there, but it's so far away. So let's just pretend. Hand to block or hand to floor. Good. Reaching up through the right hand. You're stacking that right wrist over the left wrist. Got it. Dropping it if it works. Side angle pose. Trying to really use the legs and the core muscles as opposed to really relying on this left hand and left arm. So take some of the weight out of that left arm and feel the legs really engage, the belly, the glutes. All right, we're going to come back up to warrior two. And then facing the front of your mat in crescent or high lunge. Maybe you can be a little more graceful about your transition. Crescent pose. Let's slowly bend and lower the back knee. It's going to come all the way down. Shake, 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 shake. Let it rest down. Take the arms wide. Opening across the collarbones. Dropping the shoulders down the back. Take a twist to the left. Good. Really check in with your center, your core muscles. The core and the legs are going to be what hold you here, but also engaging your navel lock and your root lock. What does that mean? Well, navel lock, contract the belly gently in and up. And root lock is to engage the pelvic floor. So imagine you had to really, really, really go to the bathroom to urinate. Try to stop that flow. That is your root lock. Keep those engaged along with your belly, your glutes. Face forward, keep the arms extended out at your sides, and then twist to the right. Good. You should be feeling it. Your legs should be tired. Spread long through the arms. Belly lock or navel lock. Root lock. And then, of course, you have your glutes contracting, your legs. Face forward, arms up. Frame that front foot with the hands on the mat. All right, listen to this. We're going to shift our weight back into that right knee and come into sunbird. So left leg, extend it back behind you. I want you to take a second to make sure you're lined up. So wrists under shoulders, that right knee is under the right hip, and that left hip is not pulling up at all. Keep it in line with that right hip. Sunbird. We're going to shift our weight forward, and we'll call this a sunbird chaturanga. I used to call this sunbird bow. Same thing, but I want you to think along the lines of a chaturanga. Elbows bend and hug in as you take the chin towards the top of the mat. Push up. Three-legged down dog. Right toes tuck and are grounded as the left toes lift to the sky. Downward facing dog. Hey, this is our first down dog. Bend your knees. You can walk a lot of steps or 2 steps, or if you're ready, you can hop, jump. Take a half lift, relax your shoulders, fold, and rise up however you wish, coming all the way to your mountain pose, top of your mat, other side. Remember, we're gonna go slow. Feet hip width apart, tuck your tailbone under, shoulder blades slide down the back, tall mountain, look up, palms face one another, pull the thumbs back as you back bend. Utkatasana, biceps by ears. Sit into the feet. Knees do not go past your toes. Good, low back. Try to flatten it. Got it. Remember, this is the flow where we're really prepping the muscles and getting them warm and ready. So if there's no pain, feel free to drop deep into some of these standing poses. All right, left knee to chest, stand tall. See if I can find it over here. And extend the left leg, standing staff. You can take your arms wide if you need them for balance. You could bring hands to hips. Bend the left knee, crescent pose. Big step back. Good, settle in. Check in with your shoulders. If you're like me, mine tend to really shrug up to my ears. So stay mindful of them. Let's take it into warrior 2. Good, front toes point directly forward so they're parallel, front foot, parallel to the long edges of your mat. Back foot pretty much parallel to the back short edge of your mat. Warrior 2. If you need that reset or that cleansing breath, take it anytime. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Soften what you can. Contract what you need to be strong and steady. Isn't that just like life? You want to be strong. You want to be focused. But you also need to find that balance of softness and calm. Reverse warrior. Drop hand backs down, drops down. And that backhand can slide down the leg, or if it's too tempting to bring the weight into the knee, you could always bind the back arm. You can lift your gaze and drop into the front thigh. Both feet actively pressing down. Reverse warrior. Take it through warrior 2 to side angle. Remember, elbow to thigh. Keep where you are. I'll actually use a non-imaginary prop. Right hand to block. It can be on a low setting. It can be on a high setting. Or simply hand to floor. Pressing both feet down firmly as you squeeze the inner thighs, the glutes. Unshrug the shoulders. You got it. Your breath is spacious and steady. And let's push up into warrior 2. Let's take a crescent pose facing front. If your legs are tired like mine are, you may need to facing forward in crescent pose. Slowly bend the back knee and lower it down all the way. Anjaneyasana. Back toes can tuck or point. Take your arms wide. On your next exhale, twist to the right. This first round is taking longer than I imagined, but I'm loving it. Aren't you loving it? I feel warm. I feel awake. Untwist, arms stay wide. Take a counter twist to the left. Anytime the front knee starts to feel uncomfortable or even pain, please back out of this twist. Doesn't have to be turning those shoulders all the way to the left. Now untwist, arms up, inhale. Frame the front foot with the hands, sunbird. Shift your weight back first and shoot the right leg back. Good, square everything up. Right hip not lifting too high. Let's shift the weight a little forward and take that chaturanga sunbird style. Push it up. Three-legged dog, right foot lifts high. And downward facing dog. Congratulations. We've made it through the first round. Bend your knees, look forward, step, jump, up, whatever works for you. Just arrive at the top of your mat. Inhaling, straighten the spine. Exhaling, fold, make your way, however feels good for you to stand. All right, this is our final round, and we're going to be adding some arms and taking the tempo up a little bit. Take the arms overhead, toe mountain. Right arm wraps under left, an eagle wrap. Remember, option 1, hug. Option 2, you do 1 bind. Option 3, you do 2 binds, palms together. Ground down through the feet. Lift up into a back bend. Lifting the elbows up, taking the fingertips overhead. Keep the wrap. Utkatasana. Good, tuck the tailbone. Lower back and down. Good, stand tall on the left leg, right knee to chest. It's okay if you're wobbly. Standing staff, extend, squeeze. Crescent pose. I went quickly because I was going to go down. So take your time, crescent with eagle arms. Warrior 2, you're opening the front body to the right. Good, set up your legs. Drop into the thigh. Good, now we're going to dance here with eagle arms, dancing between reverse warrior and side angle. And go as deep as you want. Reverse, keep the front knee bent, side angle. You got it. Trying to keep the hands on the wrists in front of the nose. Good, the bigger you bend the front knee and then keep that bend without changing it, the more you're going to feel it. Oh, yeah. One more of each. Come back up, warrior 2. Release the arms, crescent pose, face the top of your mat. Lower the back knee all the way down. Shake, shake, shake. Hands to heart center, inhale. Take a twist to the left. You can be high with the arms, the chin, the shoulders, or hook. Inhale to center. Keep thumbs at sternum and twist to the right. You can hook the elbow or not. Keep the spine long. And untwist, arms up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Left leg, thread it back in sunbird. Good. Shift the weight forward, chaturanga. Push it back up. Three-legged down dog, right toes tuck. Left toes to the sky. And downward facing dog. Again, if you need a cleansing breath, you'll know when you need it. Just the body kind of intuitively asks for it. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Bend the knees, look forward. Step, hop, or jump. Take that half lift. Fold and make your way to stand. One more side. Tall mountain, arms up. Left arm wraps under right. Option 1, 2, 3, or your own would be 4. Lift the arms back, bend. You're anchoring down through the 4 corners of the feet. Utkatasana, sit. Flatten the low back. This here is my biggest challenge. Balance, always. All right, bring the left knee to chest. Who cares? Standing staff, extend that left leg. And crescent pose. Again, I went speedy. You take your time. Warrior 2. Good. Shoulders, chest. Gaze is to the left. Find a bend in the knee and don't let waist down change. Take it into reverse. Warrior. And then side angle. Create your dance. Doesn't have to look like my dance. I'm not known for being super graceful, so you go. You bring grace and attitude and beauty to your yoga practice. Big bend in the front knee. Strong legs. Squeeze the legs, front, back. Squeeze the glutes. Belly lock. Root lock. Warrior 2. Open the arms. Hoo-hoo. Crescent pose. Face front. The legs are killing ya. Stand. Take a walk around your mat. Come back. Lower the back knee all the way to the floor. Hands to heart center. And as you exhale, twist to the right, high or hook. Inhale to center, counter twist, high or hook. Good. Come out of your twist, arms up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Right leg, shoot it back. Sunbird. Reposition if you need to. And as you exhale, chaturanga, chin towards the top of the mat, elbows in. Push up, 3-legged down dog. Right foot lifts high. And release the right foot. Step the feet halfway up. Walk the hands halfway back. Toe heel the feet out, coming into malasana. This is why I grabbed the block, actually. So you'll approach it in the same manner. Some people need really wide feet so that the heels can be down. Some people can bring them in nice and close. Play with that. And then some might need a block to take the weight off the knees and the ankles. Play with it. Maybe it's just good to know it's there. You don't want that tailbone too low. So play with block or not. Open the knees, lift up through the crown. Malasana. I like to wander in my malasana. The wandering malasana. Moving a little bit side to side, feeling your way in the hips, the inner thighs. Don't collapse on me. You want to feel like you're working the legs and the arms, and the spine continues to lengthen. All right, come to stillness, wide-legged forward fold. Ooh, toes in front of heels. Take a minute, shake the legs out. You can even shake the arms out if you wish. I'm just inching my feet out another inch. All right, you're going to take the right hand to the left leg. Give a pull. The left arm is going to cross in front of that right arm and reach for its opposite leg. You're twisting to the left, so let the elbows and peek through the arms to that left leg. Big, steady breaths. Arms are really active. Be careful not to roll to the outer edges of your feet. We're going to switch sides. So this time the left arm is in front. We're going to bring the left arm under so the right arm is in front. Start to move the elbows away from one another. Find that window where you can peek and look to the right leg. Bending at the elbows if you can. Letting the arms be active. Be working. All right, untwist. We're going to come back into our Malasana. So toes out, heels in, feet where you need them. You can still use your block if you need it. Even if you don't need it, maybe it'll be nice to have it. We're going to do some lower and lifts of our booty. Warning, if it hurts the knees, don't do it. Or cut it in half, your range of motion, and see if that helps the knees. You could just stay in Malasana. You could come into just a regular old squat, whatever works, just be safe. All right. Elbows stay pinned inside the knees. We're going to lift the booty so the spine is about parallel to the floor. And lower, don't go all the way down. Really using those legs, lift and hold and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the elbows opening the knees. Lift, pause, and lower. Squeezing those leg muscles. Lift and lower. Let's do two more. Lift, pause, palms squeeze in to one another the entire time. Push, 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 lift, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and lower, forward fold. Good, give the booty a little side to side. Maybe you can get the shoulders in there too. All right, walk the feet in, drop the knees to your mat. We're going to prep for our final hip and outer hip and low back and glutes too. Stretch. So we're back in sunbird, right leg, extend it back. We're going to cross the legs. So right knee comes behind left knee. The feet can stay close to make this an easier stretch on the outer hip. I'm going to walk my hands out, over, till they're under my shoulders to start. Feet close if this is a challenge for you. Feet wide. If you can, you're straightening the arms, dropping the chest towards that left knee, allowing your seat to move back. Again, this is our prep for shoestring pose. You can even wander in your shoestring pose. Just kind of meandering side to side. Perhaps letting the booty move back another inch. Might even be able to get your seat all the way down. That's where we're headed. So you don't need to go all the way there yet. And let's come back into our sunbird. Hands under shoulders. Kick the right leg back. Let's do a sunbird bow. Elbows bend. Pull them in as you take the chin forward and down. Push up. Good. Right knee down to the mat. Got it. Sit back into child's pose. Crawl the fingers forward. On an inhale, rise up to tabletop. Right knee under right hip. Shoot the left leg back. Find length in your spine and strength in your belly and your low back. Cross left knee behind right. You can play with feet in or feet out. You can certainly change what you do. Good. Hands now over more towards the right edge of your mat. Drop the forehead, drop the chest. Stretch through the arms. Feel free to wander side to side. Maybe you have to back out of it a little bit. Or maybe you're going farther than you thought you would today. I would celebrate both. Good. Rise back up. Sunbird. It's that left leg that extends back. Chaturanga or sunbird bow. Chin down to the top. Push up. Knee down. Downward facing dog. Last one. And lower the knees. Have a seat. Final pose. Right knee stacks over left. You can recreate the shoestring variation we just did, starting in tabletop. You can also choose shoestring on your back. Same, it looks exactly the same. You're just on your back and you have a little bit more access to the legs. If you're tight, knees hug in, feet by hips. If you're flexible, take the heels wide away from your mat. Good. Basically, I could sum all that up into cross right knee on top of left and do you. I'm going to do me and fold forward. Try not to collapse. You could always use a block, a bolster. A little tight this morning, so not going to go all the way down. Shoulders, unshrug them. On an inhale, sit up. Take an easy twist to the right. Look back over the shoulder. Relax the feet as you take a twist to the left. And untwist. We're going to switch the cross left over right. Remember, you can start in tabletop like we just did. Cross the knees and sit back. You can to your back, left leg crossed over right, or stay up here and seated. Good. A lot of these poses, most of the poses, if I'm honest, really do need the yogi to take time, to not rush through. And it's great when we do power yoga to challenge our strength and build our strength. You know I love that. But if you're really hoping for permanent flexibility, you got to work it. You got to do the time, so to speak. Ooh. Right ankle bone hurting. Yes, you must do the time. You can't quickly come in and out of all your poses and then hope for some gained agility. You need to hold. First, you need to warm, and then you need to hold. Be patient. Challenge yourself to see how many new things you learn about you and your body as you hold these big, powerful poses. Good. On an inhale, sit up. Take an easy twist to the left, shoulders down, crown of your head up, and take it to the other side. Nice little counter twist. Release, uncross your legs. Let's extend the legs forward. Make sure you have mat behind you. So legs extended forward, toes are pointed. Glue your legs, your ankles, your big toe mound together with the other. Reach the arms forward, nice and tall. Start to lean back slowly, and when you can, you will tuck the tailbone under. Point the toes even more. Good. Relax the shoulders. Keep them in this relaxed position. You're lowering. Tuck, tuck, tuck the tailbone. You want to see if you can get the low back to the mat before your middle or upper back. Keep pointing. Point, point, point. Maybe you already arrived there. Totally cool. You can draw bent knees into the chest. Once your head is down, do just that. Knees in. Do a little right and left rock. And we will close with a happy baby, our last practice pose. Good. If you can, work the arms inside those calves. Try it. Push the arms into the legs, push the legs into the arms as you, all that time, pulling down with the hands on the feet. Rock it if you like to. Feet are flexed. One more full breath cycle. Take it deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. And release the feet down to the floor. I'm going to stretch one leg out first. Reposition if you need to, your booty, your shoulder blades, and then you'll extend the other leg out. Same thing. You can rock, you can lift and lower, just get comfy. Should not be a huge arch in your low back. But before you get too comfy, I do want you to unfold arms and legs, close your eyes, and we're going to contract everything. Start at the feet. Good. Flex at the ankles, spread the toes, squeeze the quads, the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes. Keep tightening as you breathe deeply. Make fists with your hands. Scrunch your shoulders up as you squeeze the biceps. Good. Neck is tight, jaw is tight, forehead wrinkled and tense. Keep squeezing, keep breathing. Don't forget your glutes. Stay here, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Contract through the inhale. On the exhale, relax everything down. Give yourself permission to relax. There's plenty of hours in our day to plan, to do, to give. But this special time that you carve out on your yoga mat, this time is for none of those things. This time is just for you. You get to relax. You get to not think. Continue to allow the earth to cradle your body so you're heavy, resting into the earth. I invite you to stay in stillness and silence If you desire more time here in your Shavasana, when you're ready, inhale through the nose, fill up, take another sip of air, hold it. Before you let it go, soften what you can, and then exhale through the nose. Start to move hands and feet, arms and legs. Rolling onto your right side just long enough to push yourself up to a seated position. If you opened your eyes, close them again. Bring your hands to meet at heart center. I love that you joined me today. Thank you. I had a blast, which is how every yoga practice should be. Maybe not blast, but it should be fun. It should be liberating, illuminating. So thank you. Namaste. All right. Moving on for the rest of the day. Thanks, you guys. Right now, in live time, it is election day. So please, I beg you, vote. Whoever you vote for, just vote. Thank you. Have a good day.